fumble in initiation because the item difference is actually even greater than you would think a 5,000 gold difference would be.
Jensen even has enough mana, or money I should say, to finish his Archangel staff.
Ben's caught!
Yeah,
In
because
trouble.
Svenskaren's caught. The flash into Devour. Biofrost keeps him safe for now. Bjergsen exhausted, running away for dear life, but Sven still burns down the poison.
Beautiful
Just
pillar.
too much for him. Pillar to
Chin
buy a bit of
coming
time. Huge knockups, and here comes the backline access. C9 have already picked up one, but how many more can they really get? The snipe comes through. Meteos takes him out, and it's going to be a whitewash. No one from TSM can stand up to the damage output.
Incredible fight, and even though Biofrost saves their jungler temporarily, they used the eat there. He had to use his flash, they used so much, and C9 saw the cooldowns used, and they committed to the fight.
And you have to kind of wonder why TSM was up that far on the map. They didn't even have vision behind them, and they were up there. Svenskeren gets caught at the start, and with C9's immense lead, they just chase them down. I loved Smoothie's aggression with the flash pillar, and Impact's willingness to ult the support to secure the big fight.
And with respawn timer still coming through, C9 already available to knock down Baron Nashor. 2, 3, 4, 5, and TKO. That's Baron knocked down for C9. The quick recall to reset, and what could be a game-winning push over the next 3 minutes.
Massive lead now for C9.
The rich get richer.
Yeah, last Whisper now on Sneaky. That was really the last thing he needed, and we'll watch this fight once again as Sven. He's trying to counter jungle. He's way too far up there, and look at Biofrost. He has to flash forward to save his jungler, who ends up bleeding out.
And at this point, they have no other means of retreat because they've already used their flash and Tahm Kench.
What a pillar.
Pillar perfectly sections off 3 people from TSM. Meteos flashes in. Impact actually is only there to taunt Bjergsen, but that's all they needed.
And look at Bjergsen on the back end of this fight. He actually gets a lot of people pretty low, has significant AoE damage there, but there's just nothing left from his team. They already had used everything, and C9 now pushing forward, looking to crack inhibitors.
2 available inhibitor turrets specifically. Top lane tier 2 is still alive. We'll see how much C9 can get. They've reset, they bought the items. If they want to go back and grab Elder Dragon, they can. And it's just based on what they think is optimal with their shot calling. Do you want to double up the 2 buffs? Do you want to grab Dragon at the end and keep the push going for 2 more minutes afterwards? That's just up to how they think they can pressure the map.
Yeah, Impact split push pressure should be able to take a turret against Haunter. That should be a bit of a duel. And actually, TSM's going for the fight right now. Teleport behind
They
C9.
need to block for Sneaky.
Okay, takes 1 shot, gets the shield. That'll probably time out without doing much more. Svenskeren on the side. Haunter there as well. Looks for Jensen. He's got onto the back line, and it's going to be the attempt to peel. Here comes Bjergsen in as well. Svenskeren gets out. They picked off one of the carries. Now it's just up to Jensen, and he's got Bjergsen on top of him. He's trying to take him out to save this fight. A quick Zonia's pop, then double up, picks up Smoothie. It's 2 already for TSM, but Bjergsen running down. He will bleed out, and that's not a good thing for TSM. Haunter's next Impact is there with a killing spree because they kept Jensen alive. The knock up here, and it's going to be another kill picked up, and now it's Doublelift alone, running back into his base. He gets some support back from Svenskeren, but it's still enough damage. They finally do take out Jensen. Then overall, it's a 3 for 2 slight
Impact
lead.
wants it.
It's there, the battle on top of the inhibitor. 2 tanks facing the tank and the AD carry. And take it back, 3 kills on each side here. An equivalent trade with a giant gold deficit and against a Baron buff. That's pretty good for TSM.
With no last whisper, Doublelift hardly scratches the super tanks on C9, but he does do damage to the other guys. And in this fight, TSM jumped the gun